Hi guys, I am Natlin here to introduce this cannabis business channel where I want to highlight tips, helpful articles, and offer some really interesting interviews with some of your favorite cannabis business owners to give you guys some insight on what's going on in the background of cannabis, what's happening in the background of building your cannabis brand. A lot of times entrepreneurs put all their effort, all their excitement into the one launch day, and it's hard to navigate after that in the days, the weeks, and the months after launching your business. What's next? How do you build connections? How do you make money? How do you keep your profit up? How do you even find ways to expand your business? So, I wanted to start this series to highlight a lot of what some of your favorite cannabis business owners have been going through, just kind of like building their brand and building their business behind the scenes, and what they've faced over the years, what they've faced on their journey. First part of the series, I talked to Chef Jazz of Green Panther Chef LLC. Go check it out on Instagram. She's doing her thing. She's a chef and Crohn's survivor cooking with CBD and cannabis. So if you need your cooking classes up, if you need to learn how to kind of blend in the two where you want to mix in cuisine with CBD, that's your person to go to. So check out this interview and let me know what you think. Hello, thank you so much again for coming. I appreciate your input once again. Thanks for you have such a great spirit, I could just tell, and thank you for kind of like being with me here as I stumble along. I appreciate that so much. But again, tell me about what's Chef Jazmine been up to, a little bit about who you are, and share a little bit of that with the Estrohaze family.
Yeah, definitely. So, yes, I am Chef Jazz. I am the founder of Green Panther Chef. And what we are, we're a full service cannabis catering company operating out of Washington, D.C. We
Yeah.
started in about 2017.
Yeah. That's so awesome. So we hear a lot about CBD businesses opening all around the country. It's just the green rush is happening. It's happening. It's here. It's moving forward. So tell me a little bit about just starting your business. Like, what were some of your first thoughts? Just kind of like going through a thought process of going from idea to business plan to actually launching your full-fledged business. Tell me about, did you go find a mentor? Did you have like people you reached out to specifically? Tell me a little bit about that process.
Definitely. So, of course, this started just out of passion, loving cannabis and food. And so, to really formalize it as a business, I did start reaching out to the Small Business Association that referred me to SCORE. A lot of mentors said no because it's the cannabis industry, but I did find one who still works with me to this day. And then
Yeah.
she has introduced me to business coaches, and it's just really just getting the ball going.
Oh, that's pretty awesome to have that network around you and have those people who can kind of build that community of support and kind of like keep you grounded and keep you going.
Yes.
It brings me to my next question. Like, how do you even kind of keep on top of things in your business? Like, how do you know what parts of your business might need more work than others? Like, where do you need to focus more? How do you kind of evaluate yourself as a CEO, as your business? You wear all the hats in your business. Like, how do
Hmm.
you kind of like evaluate what you need on a business level?
So I was working with one of my first mentors, and if it can't be measured, it doesn't matter. That was
Yeah.
one thing that she said. And so creating metrics around refunds, around subscriptions, around bounce rates, how many events did we attend, how many people actually turned into customers. That's when we find out which path we could actually lead on because it's generating enough revenue or it has enough interest at least. So understanding one, your mission of what you want to put out into the world, and then having those systems and metrics to make sure that you're meeting that goal.
Yes, absolutely. And even
Yeah.
like going back to metrics once again, like do you use some of those metrics to figure out like in this space right now, even as an entrepreneur, it's good to get influenced by the people around you. But people with similar businesses, sometimes can you get overly influenced? Like how do you kind of keep your brand in that I am who I am and keep it unique and keep it about, what your mission is for?
So that is very difficult, one, but you have to know your why. You have to know your why. Our mission determines what we do. Our mission is to raise the vibration of the world through our products and services. And so everything that we do is integrity based. And so some type of marketing, when marijuana was first starting to, become publicized, sex
Yeah.
sales, and so we decided to consciously go against that type of advertisement, and it's reaped the benefits. So just not following the trend just because
Yeah.
it's a trend and you want to be a part of the green rush. Just having integrity to know what your mission is and holding strong, because people will identify with you just because of that.
Yeah, yeah. Again, going back to even like connecting with people, how do you even know how to build your network the right way? How do you kind of like meet the right people? Kind of like, like you said, not everyone has your good interest in heart. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? And how do you separate where the valuable input comes in and where you kind of need to let go of some advice that might not be so great for your business?
Definitely. I believe that, and this may sound so rudimentary, but gut, you really have to trust it. Like, every single time I have been burned in a business deal, my
Yeah,
gut let me know. But my head was more, oh, you
I'm
know
in
what?
it.
But it'll be good. I mean, they won't do that. And they did exactly that. And so, really surrounding yourself with credible people and being a
Yeah,
part of credible organizations. We're a part of Women Grow, and then just some really professional women's groups. People
yeah,
who aren't necessarily in the cannabis space, but just more entrepreneurs,
yes,
and so really diversifying your groups as well.
yeah. I mean, where do you find these groups? Where do you find these women? Where do you find these connections to even get started?
So a lot of times, networking. We do a lot of events where we do go out and we'll sponsor events, and it's just women that are in the crowd. Right now, there's a big gap for information and creating a social connection.
Yeah,
And so a lot of women have, and men as well, have groups.
yeah,
That they can either talk about a trending topic or share a meal, and just whatever it is, just connecting with those people
yeah.
and then just establishing those relationships, and following up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's go back to my last question. I know you got probably things to do and you're like
No worries, no
finishing
worries.
up on time. But if you were to change something that you probably would have wanted to change in the beginning of your business, or like a move that you were kind of like, I should have done that, or I should have done, I should have made that other decision. Is there anything you felt like you want to kind of like step back and say, I wish I had done this before, or you just kind of like, tell me a little bit about that?
That's such a great question. Yeah, definitely. I feel trusting myself is
Yes.
something that I feel that I would have done before, of hitting the
Yeah.
ground running. I've had this idea. I thought about the idea, but it was like I was more waiting on permission,
Yeah.
And so basically, I think I said this before, but just kicking down the door and pulling up the
Yes.
table at
Yes.
the seat at the table and saying,
Yes.
hey, look, I'm here and I'm hungry too,
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yes. 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 That's the power I need. That's kind of why I'm like when our little technical difficulty situation happened, I'm like, I gotta go and let her know, I'm here. Let's do this.
yes, it's all about that. You just gotta trust yourself, and then trust that it'll be figured out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
may not know right now, but if your heart is in the right place, it'll work out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And trusting your gut is a huge part of like benefiting your mission and your passion and kind of like keeping things going. And I do appreciate you sharing your input. I mean, do you have any shout outs, anyone you want to say? Any Instagram you need to kind of like share out with the world? Like let us know where to
Absolutely.
find you, let us know what to look out for, what's coming up.
Definitely. So we are at Green Panther Chef on Instagram, on Facebook, and we have a weekly blog. So www.greenpantherchef.com. And thank you so much for having me.
Of course, yes, yes. Thank you so much for being a part of this, and thank you for having patience with me.
It is fine. We need that, right? It's a virtue.
Yes, thank you. All right, you enjoy the rest of your afternoon and have a blessed day.
You too. Take care.
All right, bye bye.